morning, everybody. I'm Positively Tampa Bay. We continue our series from the Housing and Education Alliance as we get ready for this Saturday's Home Ownership Fair. It's a free fair for all of you from 10 a.m. to noon. Joining me now is the Director of Education, Mr. Walter Walker from HEA. Thank you for joining us. We're going to talk about foreclosure. You are the expert on foreclosure. What's the first step for folks who may be facing this really big nightmare?
Well, we give them two things that they should be doing first. Number one, contact the servicer. Whoever they make their mortgage payments to, they should let them know they're having difficulty. The number two thing they should do is contact a housing counseling agency and get some assistance from that agency, at least get some recommendations on steps to take beyond those first two.
What options do exist?
Well, first of all, there may be the opportunity of a modification. And if there is the modification alternative, certainly that helps them to make a payment that is more affordable to them, possibly the rearrangement of terms and conditions on the loan. If that's not an option, if they are not able to make payments at all, then we talk about exit strategies if that's where we have to go. It depends on how far down the road they are toward foreclosure.
Are lenders and banks more likely to work with families at this point? Early on in the crisis, so many stories came out where they were not.
Absolutely. We tell people, do not wait until the last moment thinking somehow that's going to lever you into a better position. You really need to get started early, because there may be other available options, and if we know we have time on our side, then we have more opportunities to explore alternatives that keep you in the home.
We've been telling viewers about the Florida's Hardest Hit program. Can you give our viewers just a snapshot of just how much help is available?
Certainly. People don't understand or don't know about Hardest Hit, one of the best kept secrets in the state. If you are behind on your mortgage as a result of having lost your job through no fault of your own, or other circumstances of a reduction or loss of income, the state of Florida might bring as much as $50,000 to help you out. And it's not money that's paid directly to the consumer. It may be money paid directly to the servicer of the mortgage. So it can do one of two things. It can bring them current, and if there is money left over, may subsidize a payment for them up to 12 months. So one of or both of those two things can happen, and that's a godsend to people who don't have any income coming in at the moment. Makes their mortgage payment, saves them some trouble.
Walter, thank you very much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. That's a wrap from here, folks. On Saturday, June the 25th, we will be hosting, along with the Housing and Education Alliance, a free homeownership fair, 2 workshops to choose from, one on foreclosure, one on mortgage assistance programs. For all the information, it's free, but reservations are recommended. You can call 813-932-HOME or 4663.